my channel. My name is Danica if you're new, and today we're going to be talking about my 21 best purchases of 2021. I cannot believe that it is currently 2022. I just feel like 2021 went by so fast, and I think it's so true. The older you get, the faster time goes. But anyway, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get into my 21 best purchases. Okay, so I have the list on my phone, and these are in no particular order. I actually sat down with my husband and we went through this list together, and we kind of like edited it and added some things, and you know, just anyway, there are very small items, there are huge items. So anyway, number one, starting off with a bang, is our home. So in April of 2021, we purchased our home. We actually bought a new build, so we were fortunate that we didn't have to like bid, because we would not have one. But anyway, we basically put our name on a waiting list in like September of 2020. Oh my gosh, is that right? Yeah, September 2020. Then we got our house in April 2021. So anyway, it was a little bit of a wait. It was difficult, but we're so happy. We're so happy here. We've got like this extra room, which is actually what I used to film. So this is our guest room slash just like storage room. Like this is just extra, so we have this for whenever, you know, hopefully we have another child or whatever. But anyway, this home's great. We have room to kind of grow into it, and we love it. So that's number one. Okay, moving on to number two. This one I can definitely link below. My son's tablet. So we bought the Amazon tablet for him, and it was great because it came with the case, and he like puts that thing through a lot, and it is still holding up super well. So we have YouTube Kids on there and Disney Plus, and so like if we're in the car or something, you can't use, you obviously like need Wi-Fi, so we just download some movies for him from Disney Plus, and he can watch movies or shows or whatever. And then usually when he's at home, he likes to watch YouTube Kids. So I know people have various opinions about kids and screen time, but like honestly, it's helped me so much. It helps me when I need to get work done or get ready or just need a break. So, you know, no negative comments here about screen time and kids, because moms do what they have to do, or dads or parents or whatever, whomever. But we really like this tablet that we got for him. He loves it. It was a really good price, so I will make sure to link it below. Okay, the next best purchase, I technically didn't purchase this for myself. It was a gift that I got Christmas 2020, but I did purchase some for my husband this year, so I guess that counts. AirPods. AirPods have made such a big difference. I personally kind of was just like, I don't get it. I don't get the hype. I don't, you know, see the point. But my brother noticed, because when I was working from home, you know, especially in 2020, I had just like my headphones that connected to my phone, and he was like, that's a lot, because you know, I'd walk around and be on conference calls and whatever, and so I'd have to have my phone, and I'd have like the cord dangling. So anyway, he got me the AirPods for Christmas, and then like I said, I then bought them for my husband, because I was like, these are a total game changer. And I think a lot of it does have to do with the fact that we are now on so many like conference calls and things like that, you know, working from home. But also like when I'm at the office now, like I don't even use my regular work phone. I just call everybody from my cell phone, because I can use my AirPods, and I love it. And we have like an app and everything, so it connects to my work phone. But anyway, AirPods have been such a game changer, especially for me like in the workplace, and then also just like doing stuff around the house. I'll put one AirPod in while I'm folding laundry or I'm cleaning or whatever. So anyway, I love my AirPods, and I don't see myself not having them if I can, you know what I mean? Like I always plan to repurchase if anything happens to them, because I love them that much. Okay, on a similar note, the next thing is my Apple Watch. I love this watch. I mentioned this watch band. My sister just got it for me for Christmas. I'll have this link down below as well. I think it's just from Target, and it's really cute. It's actually really comfy, because having your watch on a scrunchie is like, you know, just super comfortable, easy to take on and off. So anyway, I got the, I think it's the SE, and I got my Apple Watch actually in the summer of 2021, because we were going to Boston, and I knew that I was gonna have, I wore my son on my back most of the trip, and then I had a fanny pack. So like I had like a lot going on, and my phone was in my fanny pack, my son was on my back. I knew that if I got a call from my husband, he wasn't with us, so if I got a call from my husband, or I was technically off of work, but sometimes I still get work calls, like if I got a call from like my supervisor or whatever, like I wanted to know who was calling me when. So by having my watch, it was super helpful. And then of course I fell in love with it with like workouts and stuff like that. So again, this is another item that I personally think if anything were to happen to it, I plan to repurchase it because it's made such a difference like in my day-to-day life. Okay, number 5 is my Orange Theory membership. So again, I joined Orange Theory around summertime, I think in June, and actually just this month I've dropped down from an unlimited membership to 8 classes a month. And the reason that I did that is that I'm planning to run a half marathon early in 2022. So a couple questions here. One, comment below if you want to know more about like my Orange Theory experience and, you know, what I like, dislike, things like that. If you're interested in more Orange Theory stuff, comment that below. And then also, if you want to know more about like my running journey, I am a runner. Like I ran in high school, I ran in college, and I still run, you know, just for fun. But I've never done a half marathon or a marathon. So I'm going to be doing my first half marathon in 2022. So if you'd like to see that journey and like, you know, everything like that, comment below, because if you want to see that, I'll definitely do it. So anyway, I loved my Orange Theory membership. Like I said, I went from June to November unlimited, and I went like 3 to 5 times a week and love it. I still love it. I just have decided to scale back to focus on another fitness venture. So that was number 5. Okay, number 6, this one's a little odd, but like I said, I went through these with my husband as we were kind of reflecting on the year, and number 6 is preschool for our son. So our son is in like a structured preschool program where they have like reading and math and, you know, all these different things. Of course, he's only 2, so there's only so much that they can learn, but we have seen such a development. Like it's absolutely amazing. And we have family that helps us, and we're so grateful. And I know like some people can't afford preschool or choose not to go that route, especially with COVID and everything like that, and I totally get it. But just like the amount of progress in his social skills, and like we are so amazed. Obviously he's our first son, so we don't know how, you know, like he compares to other children or whatever, but just from our experience, like his verbal skills and his communication skills, and it's just absolutely amazing how much they learn. And I think that it's just because he's at such a young age, and he's, you know, there's, I don't know, it's a great exposure. So I guess what I'm getting at is just if you can afford to put your children in preschool or some kind of like structured program, like I was saying, even if things were to change and I were to work from home or work part-time or whatever, I would still want my child to go a couple days a week for the exposure and like the social skills. It's absolutely amazing, and it's one of the biggest investments that we've made this year, but the change and development that we've seen in our son is absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend sending your kids to school if you can. Okay, number 7 is also on a similar note. We put our son in swim lessons, and we went back and forth on doing the like survival classes, but he's just in standard swim lessons and he loves it. And again, this was something that again we kind of like had like a little battle with because of COVID and just being safe, but we love the swim school that he goes to. And again, we feel that he's really learned a lot. He's met a lot of new kids, and you know, he's also learned like a teacher-student relationship and a coach like athlete type of relationship. So it's just really cool, and he loves it. He's like developed, you know, just like a love of water and not being afraid of it, which is also great. So anyway, I want to get him involved in more extracurriculars. So we'll see what 2022 has in store, but it's been really fun to like learn through him and see his development and perspective. Okay, number 8 is actually my T3 straightener from Costco. So unfortunately I can't link Costco items. I don't know why. I think because maybe you have to have a membership, but I got the T3 straightener again, probably like in the summer, and I needed a new straightener, and I know that like the newest T3 products are very, very expensive, but this one was at Costco and I want to say it was around $50. And I told my best friend, and her mom bought it for her for Christmas, and my mom actually used my straightener when we were somewhere on vacation or something, and she's like, that's amazing. So I got it for my mom and like also my sister, because my mom and sister share. So anyway, I love that T3 straightener, and I love, you know, T3 is a great brand, but the fact that I found it at Costco for such an affordable price is really great. So if you are a Costco member, I highly recommend seeing if your local Costco has one. Okay, next I'm going to talk about a couple Lululemon products. The first are Align leggings. So I love my Align leggings, and with that I'll also include shorts. I mean, and even the joggers, my goodness. Right now I'm actually wearing sweats because it's cold. I'm wearing my Aloe sweats, but normally I'm wearing some form of Aligns, whether it's the 25-inch leggings, the 21-inch leggings, the biker shorts. I wear like the 8 and the 6. I actually wore the 4 to a Christmas party under a skirt because it just added, like, you know, I felt more comfortable because I'm always bending down to pick up my child. I also love the Align joggers. So anyway, anything Lululemon Align, I love. I love the Align tank too, for that matter. But anyway, I purchased quite a few Align leggings in 2021, and I always go for the black. Like, black is just such a good staple. So if you've not purchased a black legging from Lululemon, I highly recommend the Aligns. But going into number 10, I also recommend the Wonder Train. So my number 10 is Wonder Train leggings from Lululemon. And again, you can also do the shorts, and there's different, like, various lengths of the leggings as well. I love the Wonder Trains as well. So the Aligns are definitely like the comfort legging. Like, they're supposed to be, you know, naked sensation is kind of what they say, and it feels like butter, and it doesn't feel like you're wearing anything, and they're so stretchy and so comfy. That is all true. However, they do pill easily, so you need to be careful about that, which is why I love the Wonder Train leggings, because they do not pill easily. The Wonder Train leggings have a lot more compression. They suck you in. They have a draw cord, so you can tie them tighter. I just love them. They have like a similar feeling to Aligns in that they're like very buttery soft on the outside, but they have like a cooling sensation on the inside. So they're great for working out. And I just love Wonder Trains. Like, we went to Disneyland and we were there for 12 hours and I wore them all day and I was so comfortable. And they're made of Everlux, which is Lululemon's fastest drying fabric. So if you sweat or you get like water spilled on you or whatever, they're gonna dry super fast. And I just love Wonder Trains. I mean, I could go on and on. Align leggings and Wonder Train leggings are my absolute favorite. I highly recommend a black pair of each in like the 25-inch or the 23-inch, depending on your height. They are so great. You will not regret it. Okay, number 11 is essential oils. So I started getting back into Young Living again. So I've mentioned this before. We got into Young Living in 2018 when I was pregnant, and we started using the Thieves Cleaner, and we still use that and have used that throughout the whole, like, you know, 3 years. But we did go in and out with essential oils. So we used to use a diffuser and diffuse essential oils all the time, and then I kind of just like got out of the habit, and now we do it again. Every single night I diffuse lavender, and right now I've been diffusing Christmas Spirit downstairs, and then I love peppermint. I actually have pine at work, so I diffuse pine. I was also diffusing Thieves at work. So like, those are some of my top oils, especially this time of the year. But if you'd like to know more about my experience with essential oils, let me know down below. I'd be happy to share. But that's just something that we got back into this year and we really love it. Okay, number 12 is actually the Olaplex hair care line. So I have number 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8, and I'll link all those below. So you've got like the bonding treatment, pre-shampoo, shampoo, conditioner, hair mask, oil. I think I have number 6 too, but those are the ones that I use the most and have used the most, and I just have noticed like a change in my hair. And I kind of have mentioned this before too, that like after having my son, my hair just has not been the same. And I mean, that's to be expected, it's fine, but I just want to do everything that I can to keep it healthy, and Olaplex has been a game changer for me and has really helped the health of my hair. Okay, the next item is the Dermaflash skincare device. So I talked about this in my top 10 purchases from Nordstrom, and I'll have that linked in the cards and below. But basically, I use this as an extractor. So I'll take my skin and like pull it taut and then take the device and just like go up and like all through my skin, and it just really cleans my pores. And I was doing it very religiously for a couple of months there. I was doing it like once a week, and I just noticed it was one of the things that I did to really help clear my skin. And not that my skin was bad, but I just went through a phase where I was having like a lot of breakouts, and I have discovered quite a few products and devices this year that have really made a difference in my skin. Let me know if you want to know more about that, because one of the biggest things has been retinol has really helped me, and I didn't really look into that before. So anyway, I love this skincare device. This is one that I have used a lot this year, and it's a very satisfying thing if you like to clean your pores and extract your pores. So highly recommend. Okay, the next item, I had to grab it for you, is my Yeti. I love this thing. It's with me all the time. I don't want it to spill. I talked about it in a vlog, and I love it. So quick backstory, I bought my first Yeti. Let's see, I bought it on a Saturday to take to the hospital when I went into labor with my son. And I went into labor Sunday night, and the Yeti was still like in the bag, and it still had like the paper on it and everything. And I was like having severe contractions, and I grabbed my husband. I was like, you have to wash the Yeti. Like, we have to take it to the hospital, because I'd heard so many people say that, you know, you're gonna be craving ice water and you're gonna want water after your baby's born and whatever. So anyway, we brought the Yeti. I loved it. I used it every day for the first year, and then my husband surprised me with a new one, so I got this one, and he now uses my old one. And I've got the straw on it, and I just drink water out of it all the time. And if you're looking for tips to drink more water, highly recommend getting something like a Yeti with a straw and just bringing it with you all the time. I mean, I drink probably close to a gallon of water every single day. I don't track it anymore, but I drink a lot of water, and that's probably something that I'll start doing when I start half marathon training. But the Yeti, if you're trying to get like your water intake up, highly recommend. Okay, number 15 is my Aurate necklace. So I'm not wearing it today, but I did discover the brand Aurate, and I really love the quality. So I guess and I don't know a ton about it, but I guess like the idea is they kind of like cut out the middleman, so there is no like additional upcharge on the jewelry. And I'm pretty sure that's true. If I hope I'm not incorrect, but anyway, it makes it like a little bit more affordable, but it's still really good quality jewelry, and I believe they're based in New York. So anyway, I found this piece on Instagram, and it's like a beautiful diamond necklace, and I love it, and I just bought it for myself as a gift, and it was actually on sale. They have a lot of sales. They often do 20% off, so I highly recommend if you're looking for like, it's not high-end jewelry, but you know, not costume jewelry. I don't know, it's like that mid-level, I don't even know what they call it, but anyway, clearly I'm not like a big jewelry person, nor am I super well versed in this topic, but I just really love that necklace. And if you are looking for a new brand or a new place to get jewelry, check out Aurate. Okay, number 16 is Bombas socks. So I have always just worn like Under Armour socks, or you know, whatever kind of like the equivalent is from like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and they're great, but I do notice that over time they get like holes on the bottom, and they just like don't hold up as well. So I actually asked on my Instagram what you recommended for just new socks for like workouts and stuff like that, and a lot of you recommended Bombas. So I decided to try it. I actually bought a lot of mine through Athleta. They also carry them at Nordstrom, so I'll have them, you know, I'll have different options linked down below. And for Christmas, I got my husband some too, and he really likes them. So anyway, if you're looking for some new socks for like workouts or whatever, these, I mean, I've only had them, you know, for this year, but they've really held up well. And they also did have a ton in the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I had purchased some previously, and then when I saw them in the Nordstrom anniversary sale, I bought like packs. So anyway, if you're interested in some new socks, check out Bombas. Okay, number 17 there are multiple. So my Barefoot Dreams blankets, I love them. We have quite the collection. My son has one on his bed, which is the Nordstrom Rack version, which I'll link below. That one's a little bit smaller, but it's perfect for like kids or travel, or if you've never had a Barefoot Dreams blanket before and you want like a little smaller size to test it out, it's awesome. And then we've got like 2 on our couch, 1 on our bed. We love them. We really, really love them. So it's kind of like a splurge item, but I think it's worth it, and they're so cozy. And I gave one to my friend for her birthday, I think this year or something, I don't know, and she was like so excited. I was like, oh, this is the best, like you're gonna love it. And I just think, I don't know, they're such a fun, like nice thing to have. So if you can get a Barefoot Dreams blanket, even if, like I said, if you get the Nordstrom Rack version that's a little smaller, a little more affordable, highly recommend. Okay, the last few items are a little bit higher ticket items. So number 18 is the turf that we purchased in our backyard. I actually haven't shared that on here yet because our backyard like was all dirt when we purchased it. We just got the turf put in, but then there's like a little kind of like space for planters, which we haven't done anything with, so there's still a little bit of like a dirt patch. So I just haven't, you know, posted a picture or anything, but that was another big investment this year, and we just really love it. Like our son can now go outside and play with the soccer ball and just run around, and like I said, we just had like a dirt, you know, backyard, and so having the turf has been really nice. And we live in California, so you know, we can kind of go out year round, so it's been really, really nice to have, and I'm really glad that we were able to do that. Okay, number 19 is another home item, and it's our couch. We actually bought our couch at Mathis Brothers. It's an Ashley brand couch, and it's custom made. I mean, we picked the fabric and we added the ottoman, which we didn't want to have a coffee table because we have a toddler who is accident prone, so we didn't want a coffee table with like edges, so we just did the ottoman. And then we kind of like, it is a what do you call it, it's a sectional, so we like designed how it's laid out. Anyway, we really love our couch. It is very, very light gray. So I actually bought recently, and I think I shared it on my Instagram, I bought like slip covers for the couch so that we could protect the fabric, and we really like them. So I'll make sure to link the slip covers below if you maybe have kids or don't like the color of your couch or whatever. We really like them, and I think I got like sizes small. I actually got small, no, I think I got medium for the cushions, like the seat cushions, and then I think I got large. We have like a wedge, and then I think I got extra large to cover the ottoman. So anyway, I would recommend, I ordered like a couple sizes and a couple colors from Amazon, and then I just returned what I didn't use at Kohl's. So I would recommend maybe doing that. Like if you're going between a couple colors, order a couple colors, order a couple sizes, try them out on your cushions, and then you can purchase the rest for your couch. Okay, number 20 is my new MacBook. So the last time I purchased a laptop was in 2014 when I was going to grad school, and that laptop just died one day. It just stopped working because I was doing like video editing on it when I was in school, and it was just put through a lot. And so I was just using my husband's, and we were kind of sharing that as our family computer. But then I think our son spilled water on it or something, so now certain like keys didn't work, and it was just time for a new one. So I bought a new laptop this year, and it's made a huge difference when it, like, I wouldn't have been able to edit videos if I had not bought that. So obviously that's made a big difference for my channel and things like that, but then also just like for our family, you know, we kind of share it and we use it for whatever we need. So that's been a really, really nice new item that we got this year. Okay, and the last item was also a splurge item. I didn't realize how many of these were like big ticket items, but I guess that's kind of like, at the end of the day, those are the things that like we really look back on and we're like, wow, that made a big difference. So the last item is our Dyson vacuum. And I've wanted a Dyson vacuum for a long time, but I was just like, no, I don't need to do that. I don't need to spend the money. But we love it. We use it multiple times a day, every single day, and it's just a good vacuum. I mean, I really want to try. I've been going back and forth on the Dyson Airwrap, and I almost got it as like I have like Nordstrom notes, and they had it at Nordstrom, and I almost bought it as like a birthday gift, Christmas gift, I don't know. And obviously it's sold out right now, but anyway, Dyson just knows how to do it. Like, Dyson is just so good. So we love the vacuum. Like I said, I've been looking into other Dyson products because we love it so much. So highly recommend the Dyson vacuum. All right, so that is it for my 21 best purchases of 2021. Like I said, a lot of them were home focused because we did buy a new home this year and we had to kind of like purchase things for our home. So if you're a new homeowner, this list might be helpful for you or fun for you. But I will have everything that I can link below, down below, with, you know, direct links and any other links that I can include. Those are affiliate links, so if you choose to purchase through them, I really appreciate it. It really does support my channel. And if you like this kind of content, please don't forget to subscribe. It's been so great, like, talking to you guys in the comments and getting to know you and just like growing this little community. So thank you so much. I've had so much fun in 2021, and I so look forward to 2022 and just continuing to, you know, grow with you and create more content and see where this goes. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.